everybody, this is Tommy G.
And this is Pete J.
And we're finally back in Phoenix after a little bit of a road trip there, Pete. It's good to be back to see the city and to be back home here for just a short bit.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. It's always nice to touch base, recharge the batteries at home before you have to take off out on the road.
Right. We're coming in here. The Moonstars are in town from San Diego Moonstars. This will be the second time this season and the final time we're playing them in the regular season. They're in our conference but out of our division, so this is the grudge match, Pete. They beat us 1-0 last time, didn't they?
Yeah, they certainly did. It was a great outing by Beavis Ortiz. He kept the Beewolves in the game, only gave up 4 hits over the course of the full game, and unfortunately one pitch got away from him, and he couldn't get it back.
Well, before we spend too much time talking about the distant past, let's kind of come to the current section here. In that last game when we played we were in St. Louis playing the Sirloins, Pete. Bender started with an amazing strikeout run in the bottom of the first as he puts away Lloyd Cook and then Longballo to end the side. He then kept things going in the next inning when he puts away Wiggins to close out the second. And then he got another when Manny Kays fails to bunt this one into play with 2 strikes already on the tally. And Costanza on this outside fastball and keeps it going in the bottom of the fourth with a Filet Jones strikeout. Filet Jones. And Bender has 5 by the bottom of the fourth inning, Pete.
Yes, sir. It was a good one. I mean, he was on.
He was. Well, we didn't even know it was coming. But Madoka Hayata plays spoiler. She drives one into left center field, bringing home Longballo, who had just stole second base, and the Sirloins are out in front by 1. But Bender quickly regains his composure as he puts down Damian Rush and then Willard Wiggins to close out the side. He then racks up another when he drops Kays in the bottom of the 5th. Then in the bottom of the 6th, the formidable hammer Longballo steps up to the plate and smashes this line drive that's going to carry the wall when Billy LeBoink takes to the air and robs him, keeping the score within 1. And then Bender gets back to work quickly when he strikes Jones out to end the side. Great defensive work by the Beewolves to keep it a 1-0 contest, Pete.
Yes, it was. And Bender was dropping more Ks than Ryan Reynolds drops references.
And, well, then Bender gets his 11th in the bottom of the 7th when he puts away Damian Rush. And then Wiggins again to end his K run at 12, Pete. 12, a dozen. I think that's the most we've seen all season, right?
I think so. Yeah, they keep building on them. Our pitchers have been really on point since the 15th game of the season. Yeah. And it seems like every game, each pitcher is trying to outdo the last one. So yeah, 12. We saw 10 with who was it, Levon? Mm-hmm. And we thought that was huge. And then Bender comes up and throws the 12. So
yeah, what did we know?
Not much.
Well, the Beewolves finally got on the board in the top of the 8th when Ruby Green pinch hits for Hurley Bender and gets her 2nd home run and 3rd RBI of the season. It was a fortuitous substitution that locks things up at 1. Then Rushmore gets a couple of Ks of his own early in the bottom of the 8th when Kays misses this high inside fastball. And then Cook goes down without swinging. Before Damian Rush watches this curve go past in the bottom of the 9th. But the Sirloins are able to capitalize with the bases loaded when Preston Adonis hits this liner to Bertha Banks, who drops the ball. And the Beewolves drop the game to the Sirloins. It was a good, close-scoring game, my friend.
Yes, it was. Again, you lose it 2-1. You kind of wish the Beewolves over the course of 9 could have mustered up more than just the 1 run. But defensively and from pitching, the pitcher's mound, they did a really good job of holding these 2 runs.
They did. And we thought it was going to be a defensive game like that, so it really was fun to watch. It's just a shame we came out on the short end of the stick on that one.
Yeah, and then the Sirloins being in our division as well, that's a game you'd like to take because then the Sirloins would be in last place, and we would be tied for second. So,
well, yeah. Well, speaking about some of there's been some games from around the league 11 since that last game. Pete, you want to call some of those off? The first one started.
Sure.
Gold Coats were on the road in New York playing the Wide Loads, and it looked a little something like this. Pete, tell me.
Okay, the Gold Coats visiting the Wide Loads. Wide Loads jumped out to an early lead. Gold Coats fight back and win 9-6.
The Sandcats went out and visited the Freebooters in Fort Lauderdale, and the Sandcats jumped out in front and won it 8-7 in the end.
The Nemesis visit the Burners, and the Burners take it 3-2.
Waterbolts went to Houston to play the Crocs, and the Crocs take it 2-1.
The Sirloins against the Warblers, and the Warblers take a 3-1 lead and hold on to win.
Our old Overdogs to visit the Outlaws. The Outlaws won it 2-1.
The Sawteeth and the Heaters, and the Sawteeth take that 4-zip.
Frontrunners came out to St. Louis to play the Hot Corners. The Frontrunners jumped out front, won it 5-3.
The Platypi versus the Buzzards. It was the Buzzards early, all over the Platypi, racking it up, and just not looking back. The Buzzards take it 5-17. Wow. 17-5.
Gold Coats play the Arctics. Arctics take it 10-3.
The Burners and the Moose. It's a back and forth game, but the Moose take it 5-2. Why do I keep doing that?
And then it ends up a little something like this. Pete, you want to start us off the Pioneer Conference?
The Pioneer Conference, the Pathfinder Division, the Burners are holding a half-game lead over the Blowfish. The Burners are at 13-9, while the Blowfish are at 12-9.
Down in the Uncharted Division, you still got those New York Wild Pigs at the top, 12-9, 571 percentage of the season. They are 1.5 games ahead of the Buzzards, who are playing 500 ball at 11-11.
Yes, sir. And then down in the Journey Division, the Arctics and the Sandcats are tied up with a record of 13-9. They hold a 2.5 game lead over the Freebooters, who are in second place.
In our conference, the Explorer Conference, the Seafarer Division, you got that top team in the league still, I believe. Yes, looking at the percentages there, it is the Houston Jacks, 14-7, twice as many wins as losses. They've got a 2.5 game lead in front of the Philadelphia Frontrunners and the Gold Coats of Oakland.
And then in our very own trade division, the Nemesis are holding a 1.5 game lead over the Herbivores. The Nemesis are at 500, playing 500. They are at 11-11. And as I said, they hold a 1.5 game lead over the Herbivores, who are in second place with a record of 9-12. Our very own Beewolves are 8-13, and they're 2.5 games back, 2.5 games out of first place. So not bad.
Yeah, trade division, the only division I think where the first place team doesn't have a winning record.
Yeah.
We're the dog division. It finishes up the Curiosity division down there. The Colorado Warblers 14-8. They've got a 1 game lead in front of the Sawteeth, who are 13-9. Close behind though, half game behind them are these Moonstars. We're going to try to get us some trouble today, Pete, because they want to close that gap in their division. That's a tough division. Those teams are all doing pretty well. In fact, that's the division that every team has a winning record.
Yeah. 12-10. The Wide Loads, who are 2 games out, are sitting in last place in the Curiosity division, and 12-10.
They've got a better record than our first place team.
They do.
I was about that.
Yeah, that would. I'd hate to be in that division. That's going to be a hard one. So, yeah, definitely got to take it to the Moonstars. They're 12-9. They're looking to come in and get an easy win. We played. We talked earlier about the last time we saw the Moonstars. We're only going to see them twice this year. Exact same setup. They had Slip Solder going for them, and we had Beavis Ortiz. So it's kind of the same look.
Yeah, speaking of same look, kind of similar look in there, Slip and Beavis, right? Got the same expression at least. Anyway, yeah, the Moonstars 12-9 extreme rotation aces. You can see there that their pitching is really going to be tough to deal with. The Beewolves were the contact specialists, so at least we can hit with their throwing, and we'll hope that's going to work for us. Starting on the mound, like you said, for the Moonstars, Slip Solder, he throws the ball hard. He puts good movement on it, and he's really accurate. He's one of the better pitchers in the league. He's got a 3-1 record for the year, Pete, a 2.16 ERA and a 1.14 WHIP. This is going to be tough.
Yeah, and he did go the full game the last time we played them, so he pitched all 9 innings. In the notable players for the Moonstars, you got Nance Tools, who is one of the league leaders in stolen bases, so she's trouble on the base paths. She's got a lot of power. she has a great ability to connect, and she's got that speed on the base pass. She's hitting 284 on the season with 3 home runs. Herbert Hackman, the third baseman, he's locked in, and again, excellent power, great ability to connect, and he's got fair speed, but he's a little bit less than average. He's hitting 293 with 5 home runs, and then Gustav Gustafsson, the left fielder, great power, about average ability to connect, and no speed whatsoever, and he's hitting a paltry 167 with no home runs. So questioning the offering him up as one of the notable players when you're hitting 167. But Gustafsson's has been struggling so far this year.
Yeah, that is strange. Okay, we got to look out for Hackman and tools. After that, we should be good to go.
Yeah.
Beavis Ortiz is going to face off with them to the right-hander. He throws the ball hard enough with enough movement on it, and he's pretty accurate. So he's pretty down the line as far as pitching goes. He's 1-2 on the season. Started off a little bit slow, picked it up a little bit. He's got a 4.03 ERA, which is respectable, and an 0.93 WHIP.
Yeah, and then, of course, the Beewolves notable players. You got Laura Franco at first base. Excellent power, better than average ability to connect, better than average speed. She's hitting 371 with 2 home runs. Buster Biggs out in left field. He's locked in. He's got great power, great ability to connect, and great speed. He's hitting 365 on the season with 3 home runs. And then Hanley Dexter is a superstar shortstop. He's got about a better than average power. He's got great ability to connect, great speed on the base pass. He's hitting 292 with 1 home run. So let's hope they can generate more offense than they did in the first meeting against the Moonstars. That came down to a 1-0 victory for the Moonstars off of a Dale Nail pinch hit home run in the bottom of the 8th.
Yeah, it still leaves a bitter taste. But they
it does. It does. Beewolves out-hit the Moonstars 9-4 in that game as well. So again, Ortiz throws a 4-hit, basically a 4-hitter, and it's just that one pitch that got away from him that ruined the day for him. So he winds up with the loss. That's one of his 2.
Well, I hope they're not too cold. I mean, this during the holiday season here, it's been a little while between games, so we hope they just get back into it and find their groove quickly.
Yeah, me too. I'm hoping that as well. I'm always a little bit nervous when we're away from the base, from the ballpark for too long, you know?
Yeah. Well, just got the order in from the from down there in the bullpen, or from the what is that called, the dugout. And it looks like Hanley Dexter is going to start the batting order today, the shortstop. He's at the top, looking good. Buster Biggs will follow him closely in left field today. He's locked in, I should note. Laura Franco is going to bat third, as she normally does. She'll be playing first base. Ruby Green will be at third base today. Pete, Ruby Green, they're going to sit Bertha Banks for a little bit. She's a little bit tense. So Green's going to come in. She's not fielding anywhere near as well as Banks does, but she's a better bat. So
yeah,
we'll hope that works for us. Billy LeBlanc,
I feel bad for Banks, like, cause she's struggled this year. She's usually a better player. As you said, her defense tends to be a lot better than Ruby Green's, and yet it was the misplay on the hit in the last game that kind of cost us. So
well, that was a tough one to kind of snap down. She had a diving attempt, so that's going to go 50-50. But anyway, Billy LeBlanc follows.
I'll make sure I note that in the check in the memo section.
Right, you gave it the old college try. Billy LeBlanc is going to bat fifth in right field. He's locked in today. He's followed quickly by Gina Torrens. Will play second base. Magic Moore, the center fielder, comes in there. He's got good contact against left-handers. I don't remember if Souter's righty or lefty.
He's a lefty.
Hey, there you go. So that'll bode well for today. Eliza Peck's going to be catching the ball behind the plate and calling the signals. Okay. And then Beavis Ortiz is going to be on that mound again. It'll be good to see Beavis another time. He throws the forefinger, the curveball, the slider, the fork. I like that fork pitch, Pete.
Yeah, me too. He drops the bottom of that thing out.
He does. This game,
crazy.
The end of this game is going to mark the halfway point of the season, Pete. It's hot out, and they've closed the dome.
We got the AC going. It's a beautiful day. Let's end the first half with a win here.
It's a beautiful day to be indoors.
That's right. For the Moonstars, we're looking at
nothing. There we go.
Here we go. Rusty Bustum at first base. Nance Tools at shortstop. Clever Buff catching, Herbert Hackman at third base, Gustav Gustafsson in left field, Windy Wheels in center, Lackey Luster in right field, Vinicio at second base, and Sauter pitching. Coming up in the top of the first, Rusty Bustum, Nance Tools, and Clever Buff. And as my partner just said, Beavis Ortiz is going to be on the mound. Yes.
Going to be singing from the hill.
The first baseman,
Rusty Bustum, hitting .260 with a home run and 5 RBIs.
That's a good way to do it. He's a good contact hitter, that Rusty Bustum, with a fair amount of power. He's put one over the wall. He takes a swing at that first one and hits it foul down the first base line. The right-hander hands out a souvenir with the first pitch. Second pitch in there. Welcome to the game today. I think it's the Walbert employees are here today. Half price off. Third pitch in there. Fouls 2 strikes, 1-2 the count. It is early at the top of the first. No score. Swinging at that one. It's a roller to Laura Franco, who just picks it up and reaches over, steps on the bag, and we've got one out up behind us, Pete.
All right. Ortiz seems to have a little bit of the butterflies. He's got a little bit of a difficulty kind of getting things under control here.
He does, but he got one away. Nance Tools watched the first pitch hitter for a strike. She's hitting .284 on the season with 3 home runs, 11 RBIs. She hits that one to Franco as well. She's going to pick that one up and do it again. That's deja vu.
the catcher, Clever Buff.
Clever Buff comes up. He's hitting .167, 2 home runs, 4 RBIs. And Ortiz is hoping to get out of the first inning without throwing too many pitches. He throws his 7th pitch right there. Misses a little bit high. Ball 1. Eliza Peck gives him the signal. He nods, winds up, delivers it. Ooh, that slider makes it outside. It was a check swing. Buff doesn't go for it, but it's a strike anyway. 1-1-2. Inside quarter, strike 2, 1-2. He's ahead in the count. We'll see what number 43 does. Righty against a righty here. Winds up, puts it in there. He doesn't chase that slider this time, and we got 2 apiece. Locked up. 2-2-2. There it is. Swinging him a strike 3. He gets his first strike up to end the side.
Way to go, Beavis. Coming up in the bottom of first, Hanley Dexteras, Buster Biggs, and Laura Franco. Slip Sauter's going to set up shop. Get us going here. No runs, no hits, no errors so far going into the bottom of the first. Low down, dirty sliders.
I like them. They slide right down.
That's right. Dexteras is hitting .292 with a home run, 5 RBIs on the season. Takes the first pitch for a ball. That's a shot to Nance Tools at shortstop. She picks it up, makes the throw to Bustum at first to retire Dexteras.
That was quick. Buster Biggs comes up locked in. Hitting .365 on the season with 3 home runs of his own. Watches the first pitch right past his nose. 1-0. That one's in his zone. He hits it hard, and it gets past first baseman. That was going to be an easy catch, but Bustum misplays it. Biggs is on first.
That's one of the knocks about these Moonstars, Tommy. They don't play very good defense. Franco's hitting .371 with 2 home runs and 6 RBIs. That one's outside. Ball 1, 1-0. That's outside. Ball 2, 2-0. That one's popped up. On the infield, the first baseman's back, makes the catch to retire Franco. 2 outs, man on first.
Here comes Ruby Green, known as an RBI man. She's hitting .312 on the season with 2 home runs. The crowd's amped up here. The pressure's up a little bit. First pitch is high for ball 1. Second pitch, there it goes. The runner, the throw, the swing and miss, strike, but he gets second base. We got 1-1 with 2. We got a runner in scoring position now, Pete. And Ruby Green likes to, she reaches out, hits that one foul on the left side. Still 1-2 behind in the count. She doesn't go for that one. Ball 2. I couldn't tell if they were pitching out or not. That's in her zone. Wow, she rifles that into the fans. Look out back there. Oh, strike 3 at a low pitch, and she's out.
That was low. Coming up in the top of the second, Herbert Hackman, Gustav Gustafsson, and Windy Wheels. Beavis Ortiz has thrown 11 pitches. He's got 1 strikeout. That first hit by Biggs goes as an error, so he does not get credit for the hit. Herbert Hackman, the third baseman, hitting .293. Got 5 home runs and 11 RBIs on the season. He's a fan of the inside pitch. Ortiz delivers the first pitch in there for a Colt. Strike 1. Hackman's locked in and feeling fit so far this season. That's a shot. Oh, no. That was a premature dive by Ruby Green, and that ball just looked that way, didn't it? She just kind of slowly rolled into the outfield. Gustafson hitting 167 with no home runs and 7 RBIs. That pitch was low, ball 1. There's not a lot of speed at first base, not a big threat to steal. Ortiz delivering his 15th pitch. That one's into the outfield, and that's going to go over the head of Buster Biggs, and the ball's coming in. And the runner from first is going to score. That gives the Moonstars a 1-0 lead. Windy Wheels hitting 275 with 4 home runs and 15 RBIs on the season. Again, not a lot of speed at second base. It's in there for a called strike. Strike 1. 0-1 to Wheels. That one's fouled off. And Wheels finds himself in the hole. 0-2 with no outs and a runner at second. Swing and a miss, and Windy Wheels goes down on strikes. 1 out. Lackey Luster, the right fielder, hitting 155 on the season with no home runs and 3 RBIs. Beavis sets up shop, delivers. That one's fouled off along the first baseline. No balls, 1 strike. Moonstars take a 1-0 lead here. That's in there for a called second strike, and Luster finds himself in the hole 0-2 with 1 out in the top of the second. That's in there for a called third strike. Luster goes down on strikes. That's 2 outs now. Pepe Vinicio, the second baseman, he's tense and fit, but he's hitting 224 on the season. No home runs, 6 RBIs, but he's known around the league as an RBI man. He takes that first pitch in there for a called strike. 0-1. That's a little high. Ball 1. 1-1 to Vinicio. Runner at second. 2 outs. Swing and a miss. Vinicio going for the long ball there. 1 ball, 2 strikes on Vinicio with 2 outs in the second. That's fouled off along the first baseline. Out of play. 1 ball, 2 strikes. That's a strike 3. See ya, Pepe Vinicio. Moonstars get 1 run off of 2 hits in the top of the second. Billy LeBoink, Gina Torrens, and Magic Moore going to face Sauter, who's got 13 pitches and 1 strikeout in his 1 inning of work so far. Billy LeBoink's locked in, feeling fit. He's hitting 336 with 3 home runs, 13 RBIs. That first pitch is in there for a called strike. There's a shot up the middle into center field. That's going to be a clean single for LeBoink, and he's reached safely.
Yeah, our first hit of the game. Well, hopefully the Beewolves can put together some offense here. They still are a little bit low on the wins at home. Gina Torrens up at the base here. She's at 288 on the season. She's got a slow runner at first base, but Gina's trying to get her game back in here. She swings at a high inside pitch, pops it up, just shortstop Tools, grabs it for that first out.
Okay. Magic Moore, the center fielder. He's neutral, hitting 308 with 2 home runs and 7 RBIs. He's got better connection against left-handed pitchers. Takes the first pitch for a ball 1. That's in there for a called strike. 1-1 to Moore. That's a shot. That's going into center field. We're going to have runners at first and second with 1 out.
This looks good so far.
So far.
Eliza Peck is up there hitting 286 on the season. She's hoping to make a contribution here today. Sauter winds up, throws it in there for a strike. The first one, he threw his 20th pitch right there, bottom of the second. Medium press. She cranks it, Pete. That's going deep to left field, to center field, back. It's going to be caught at the track. The runner's going to have to come back. That was close. Boy, Peck almost took that out.
2 outs. Eliza Peck went deep to the center, the middle of the park. Beavis Ortiz hitting a 100 with 1 RBI. He's neutral and fit. 2 outs in the bottom of the second. Runners at first and second. LeBoink over there at second base does not have a lot of speed. That's a ground ball to the third baseman. Picks it up, makes the throw to bust him at first to retire the sides. Beewolves pick up two hits but no runs. Coming up in the top of the third, Slip Sauter, his first at bat. Rusty Bustam and Nance Tools both 0 for the day. Ortiz has thrown 26 pitches.
The pitcher,
Yeah.
Sauter.
Slip Sauter comes to the plate, and their pitcher gets a chance. He's Not a bad contact hitter. Not a whole lot of power at all. He's hitting .556 on the season, though, which is really good. The first pitch is in there for a strike. 0-1 the count. Top of the third. It is a 1-0 Moonstars game. That's popped up behind the plate. Peck ranging back to get it in front of her own dugout for that first out.
Now batting, the first baseman.
Right.
Rusty Bustum, who did so much damage before. He's 0 for 1 on the day. Actually, it was Dale Nail who won that last game, but Bustum comes up. There's that fork pitch in there, misses or makes it in. 0-1 the count. Misses on the outside corner at 1 apiece. Infield's going to play it normal here. That popped up into right field. LePointe's going over for it. Finally finds it. Catches that for the second out.
Now
2 down.
the shortstop, Nance Tools.
Nance Tools, she's 0 for 1 on the day. She's got a fair amount of speed. She's a good power hitter with formidable contact as well. And Ortiz likes the call there from Peck. Throws it inside, misses. Ball 1, 1-0 the count. Second pitch, ooh, outside. That goes right back up the mound. Moore's going to get that and just toss it to second base. It's a good signal. And the Moonstars have a runner.
Now batting, the catcher, Blubber Buff.
Blubber Buff, 0 for 1 on the day. He's also a power hitter. And you got a stealer at first base. She's a stealer, Pete. Ortiz goes to first to try and get her. Franco misses her. She comes back in there. Ortiz throws his 34th pitch. Swing and a miss outside corner slider to Clubber Buff. Hoping to put him away 0-2 inside. That's going to go back to the mound. And wow, Ortiz throws him out before he gets halfway to first.
Yes, sir. Moonstars pick up another hit, but no runs. They're still leading 1-0. Coming up in the bottom of the third, Henley Dexteras, Buster Biggs, and Alora Franco. Sauter's thrown 22 pitches. He's got a strikeout and given up 2 hits. Back to the top of the order here, Tommy.
Yep, Dexteras has got to do something. He's 0 for 1 on the day. Good contact. He's just got to be cool and take his pitches. He smashes it, Pete. It's high, but it's not going to be far enough. Back at the warning track again. Windy Wheels pulls that in for the first out. And Dexteras is 0 for 2.
Buster Biggs 0 for 1, hitting .360. Biggs got that hit that the first baseman couldn't handle in the first inning. That's in there for a called strike. 0-1. There's a tapper to Benicio at second, makes the throw to Bustum to retire that
Boy,
guy.
These first 3, they gotta put a little something on the board. Laura Franco's also 0 for 1 on the day. She's got real good power. She smacks that one, but it's high. It's gonna be a pop-up. Windy Wheels is gonna grab it. It's a 1-2-3 inning, Pete.
Yep, our first 3 hitters are not hitting very well. No runs, no hits, no errors in that one. Herbert Hackman 1 for 1. Gustav Gustafson 1 for 1 with a double. And Windy Wheels 0 for 1 with a strikeout. Ortiz is at 35 pitches with 4 strikeouts and giving up 3 hits.
Now batting, the third baseman.
Hackman, the third baseman. He's 1 for 1. Hit a single earlier on. Big fan of the inside pitch. Allen's in there for a called strike. Strike 1. Hackman with 11 RBIs this season. Takes that second pitch. He's in the hole. 0-2 with no outs in the top of the fourth. Moonstars with a 1-0 lead. That's a slow roller to back to the pitcher. Picks it up, makes the throw to Franco to retire Gustav. I'm sorry, I can't remember who it was. Gustafson, the left fielder. Well, Gustafson and the prior hitter both look very similar.
Yes.
Allen's in it for a called strike. Takes the first pitch, Gustafson does. He's hitting 179 on the season.
Oops.
No balls, 1 strike. That one's popped up behind home plate, and Peck is out, calling everybody off. Makes the catch just behind home plate for 2 to the second out. Windy Wheels, the center fielder. He's 0 for 1 in the day with a strikeout. So
there.
Ortiz up to 40 pitches. That was his 41st. That one was outside. Ball 1. 1-0 with 2 outs in the top of the fourth. There's a shot to Ruby Green. Picks it up. Makes the throw over to Franco to retire the side. 1-2-3 for the Moonstars as well, Tommy.
I like it.
Moonstars 1 run on 3 hits and an error. Beewolves no runs on 2 hits. Ruby Green, Billy LeBoink, and Gina Torrens is going to face Sauter. He's got 26 pitches, 1 strikeout, and giving up 2 hits.
Look at all that white in the crowd there.
Yes, sir. Ruby Green hitting .303 on the season with 2 home runs, 3 RBIs. 0 for 1 today. Takes the first pitch for a called strike. Strike 1. That one's high. Ball one. 1-1. Beewolves got to make Sauter throw more pitches. That one's fouled off along the first base line. No play. 1 ball, 2 strikes. That one's inside. Ball 2. 2-2. That one was high. Full count. 3-2.
Oh.
That's in there. Just catches the outside corner for a strikeout. Got him to throw some pitches, though.
Yes, he did. Billy LeBoink's 1 for 1. Hitting 373 for the season. Good to go, LeBoink. That one starts way out, makes it in for a strike. 0-1 the count. That one's low. Ball 1. 1-1, bottom of the 4th. It's still a 1-0 game.
Oh, no.
A little liner to bust him at first. Takes 4 steps. Gets him out.
I thought that was coming in. Gina Torrens, 0 for 1, hitting 284. She's tense, but fit. 2 outs in the bottom of the 4th. That one's lifted, foul. Along the third base line, out of play. No balls, 1 strike. Check swing, that's a ball. Ball 1-1. That's outside, ball 2. 2-1. That one was low. 3 balls, 1 strike to count as full to Gina Torrens. 3-2 with 2 outs. Oh, strike 3. Torrens goes down on strikes. He picks up 2 strikeouts in that inning. Lackey Luster 0 for 1 with a strikeout. Pepe Vinicio 0 for 1 with a strikeout. And Slip Sauter 0 for 1. Ortiz has thrown 42 pitches with 4 strikeouts and given up 3 hits. And again, the Moonstars hold on to that 1-run lead.
So far, the Lackey Luster's 0 for 1 today. So far, the Beewolves defense has been all right. Their offense is going to have to put things together here. Luster is good contact hitter, but he's 0 for 1 on the day. The first one misses inside for Ortiz. 1-0 the count. Swing and a miss. Strike 1. 1 apiece. Top of the 5th. Beavis Ortiz throwing his 45th pitch. Misses inside. Ball 1. He's halfway to 90. Looks like he's got a lot of gas in the tank, though. He's cool, collected, winds up, delivers, makes it in there. Here's your package, sir. 2 apiece. Winds up. Oh, he gets a piece of that inside fastball. Pushes it down the right side. Foul. There it is on the inside corner, strike 3. It's another KP. I don't know how many that is yet today.
I think that's 5, Tommy.
Any more, you can't count them on one hand. Pepe Vinicio's 0 for 1 on the day, hitting 2-2-1. Watches the first pitch on the outside corner, strike 1, and Beavis Ortiz is in command on the driver's mound. The driver's mound. He's driving, and yeah, foul ball. 0-2. He's ahead in the count. See what he does here. He does not chase that slider on the outside corner, so we're at 1-2. He's a little tense, Pepe Vinicio. Strike 3 on the inside corner. Now you got to use 2 hands, Pete. 6 Ks on the day. Slip Sauter comes up 0 for 1, but hitting 500 with his own RBI. The hitting pitcher, the infield, is gonna watch him. That punch is hit foul. The infield's gonna go at the corners in. Strike 2. Actually, the infield's gonna guard the lines for Mr. Sauter. Pops that one up, and that's gonna drift at the top of the dugout, his own dugout there. 0-2. He's behind the count. Ortiz is hoping to put him away. It's a court swing to miss. Strike 3, Pete. Number 7.
All right, here we go. Magic Moore 1 for 1, Eliza Peck 0 for 1, and Beavis Ortiz 0 for 1. Sauter's up to 41 pitches with 3 strikeouts, giving up 2 hits. Come on, Beewolves, let's get this offense going. They've only got 2 hits on the day so far, Tommy.
That's right, get on that board. Well, Magic Moore's got good contact against left-handers, and he's 1 for 1 on the day, so maybe he could ride one out of here. Oh, he was swinging for the fences there. 0-1 a count. That one's outside corner, evened up 1 apiece. Low pressure here in the 5th. Smashes that one. It's hard, but it's not going to carry, I don't believe, at the warning, or just before the warning track. Windy Wheels. They keep going to center field to try and...
That's 3.
Yeah.
Eliza Peck 0 for 1, hitting 250 on the season. Come on, Liza, let's get something going. It doesn't even have to be a home run. Just get a hit. That's in there for a called strike. That's over to Pepe Vinicio at second base. He picks up, double pumps, and then makes the throw to bust him to retire Eliza Peck.
Boy, well, not expecting Ortiz to get on here. He's 0 for 1 on the day, but sure would be nice. Maybe Beavis could put some offense here. Takes his first pitch in 97 miles an hour, inside corner, strike 1. That one makes it outside. Ball one. One apiece. Maybe get him to walk it. No, he swings at that one. It's a Texas lead. No, it's a left fly ball to left field. Waving it off is Gustafsson. And we're down 3 again, Pete.
Yep. Okay. All right. Rusty Bustum 0 for 2. Nance Tools 1 for 2. And Clever Buff 0 for 2 with a strikeout. Ortiz has thrown 56 pitches with 7 strikeouts and given up 3 hits. Moonstars with 1 hit, 1 run on 3 hits and an error. Beewolves, no runs on 2 hits with no errors. Top of the 6th. Looking at Bustum hitting 253 on the season. The first baseman, Moonstar first baseman, takes the first pitch for a ball. Ball 1. That's in there for a called strike. 1-1. Bustum's tense, but fit. Again, playing first base over there for the Moonstars. Takes that second pitch. It's outside. Ball 2. 2-1. Allen was low. Count is 3-1. Hitter's pitch coming up here. That's in there for a called strike. The count has gone full. 3 balls, 2 strikes to Rusty Bustum. Davis Ortiz delivers. That's fouled straight back out of play. We'll do it again. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Bustum looking at his 7th pitch. That's fouled off along the first baseline. Bustum will get another one. We're looking at 8. That's fouled off. Bustum fouls that off along the first baseline. He's hanging in there.
He is.
There's another foul ball by Bustum. Poor Ortiz is just throwing everything at it but the kitchen sink at him.
Oh,
that one's
after all that. Bustum, man. Hung in there.
Bustum gets first base. Nance Tools 1 for 2 with a single. No speed at first base. Not a threat to steal, that's for sure. No outs. That one's popped up into right field. The Boink is on it. Makes the catch and gets the ball into Franco at first base to hold a runner. 1 out. Nance Tools swings at the first pitch. It flies out to LeBoink. Clubber Buff, the catcher, is 0 for 2 on the day. He's hitting 156 on the season. Swing and a miss at the first pitch. No balls, 1 strike. 1 out in the top of the 6th. There's a shot to Torrens.
Great grab, Torrens. Second. Oh!
Tried to flip the double play. Torrens had the layout to get it. Was able to flip the ball to Torrens Dexteras at second, but they did not get the relay to first. So 2 outs, runner at first, and Herbert Hackman standing in. He's hitting 299, and he's locked in. That first pitch is in there for a called strike. Strike 1. What a play by Torrens out there in
second base.
Yeah. No balls, 2 strikes on Herbert Hackman. 2 outs in the top of the 6th with a runner on first. Hackman hits that straight to Franco, takes the step over on the first base to retire the sides. They don't get a hit. Hanley Dexteras, Buster Biggs, and Alora Franco all 0 for the day. Going to face Sauter, who's up to 49 pitches.
Boy, I hope they
got
open
3
it up.
3 strikeouts and 2 hits. I hope so, too. Got to get, again, Sauter is way behind in his pitch count. We got to get that pitch count up. Dexter is 0 for 1 on the day. Or for 2. That's fouled off. No balls, 1 strike. Allen's high, ball 1. 1-1. Sauter at 51 pitches. Swing and a miss. 1 ball, 2 strikes, but Dexteras has a reputation of being a tough out.
Oh!
And that one's in there for a called 3rd strike. He goes down on strikes. 1 out.
And that one started way outside, too. Buster Biggs 0 for 2 on the day. Looking at going 0 for 3. Unless... See, look at that curve in there. Man, he really gets... He has a command of that one. Strike 1, ball 1, 1 apiece, bottom of the 6th. And the Beewolves got to get on the board. Low pitch, ball 2. Good eye there by Buster Biggs. That one's on the inside corner. Strike 2. Throwing his 58th pitch. Another K for Sauter. And he's racking them up, Pete.
Jeez. Alora Franco 0 for 2. Playing first base for the Beewolves, who are having trouble again. There's a shot into center field. That'll drop for a clean single. All right, Franco, way to go. Alora Franco with a 2-out single in the bottom of the 6th.
Ruby Green, the RBI man, 0 for 2 on the day. She's got some speed at first base there for Franco Sauter, keeping an eye on her. Throws outside, ball 1. Second pitch is inside, hit past the mound. That's going to go in the center field. That's going to be a nice single there for Ruby Green, whose mojo goes up. And we're Billy LeBoink coming in locked in.
Locked in. Billy LeBoink, he's 1 for 2 with a single. We got runners at first and second. The Beewolves down by 1. Takes the first pitch. It's inside for called strike. Strike 1. That one's inside. Ball 1. 1-1.
Oh, Billy.
That's popped up. Oh, it's 2 outs. So everybody's going to run. Windy Wheels, the center fielder, is able to get under it, make the catch. And another crisis averted, but the Beewolves pick up 2 more hits. Gustav Gustafson 1 for 2 with a double. Windy Wheels 0 for 2 with a strikeout. Lackey Lester 0 for 2 with 2 strikeouts. Ortiz has thrown 72 pitches with 7 strikeouts.
I think Gustafson comes in 1 for 2 with a double and an RBI, but I think Ortiz is looking to get out of this inning. That should put them in a good place. He throws a 73rd pitch, just misses inside, ball 1. Top of the 7th, it's a 1-0 Moonstars lead. That one's on the outside corner, makes it in, 1 apiece. Steve Wright, the left-handed Gustafson, doesn't swing at that third pitch. Ball 2-1 the count. Ortiz winds up, delivers. He anticipated that one straight into the glove of Torrens. Good catch, right over her shoulder.
The center fielder, Windy Wheels.
Windy Wheels at the plate, 0 for 2 on the day. The lefty leaning back in the box, hoping to get something against Ortiz here. Looking for a signal from Peck. She delivers it. He winds up. He delivers it. Inside, misses. Ball 1. I know the count. Outfit playing him normal. A contact hitter is Windy Wheels, who's been playing great in center field today for the Moonstars. He's ahead in the count, 2-1. He hits a foul into the dugout. 2-1 now with 1 out. Hits that inside pitch back to LeBoink, who's ranging back to get it in front of the warning track. 2 down.
The right fielder, Lackey Luster.
Lackey Luster looking a little tense, 0 for 2 on the day. The right fielder for the Moonstars in the right-handed batter's box pops that one up behind the plate. No one's going to get it. No one's going to get it. They couldn't. I don't know what happened there. Nobody could find it. That's foul ball. He anticipates that one. It's a line drive to LeBoink. Comes up, grabs it. 3 down, Pete.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Gina Torrens 0 for 2. Magic Moore 1 for 2. And Eliza Peck 0 for 2. Saunders at 64 pitches with 5 strikeouts and 4 hits. Again, Moonstars holding a 1-run lead. And the Beewolves out hitting the Moonstars 4-3. Gina Torrens, the second baseman, is tense and fit.
So the offense has to come together. Play it cool. Play it like you've been playing ahead the whole game. First pitch inside corner, strike 1 to Ms. Torrens. Second pitch out, too low, ball. Throwing a 67th pitch to Sauter. High inside. She swings anyway. 1-2 the count. She hits that one hard, line driver to left field, and Gustafson reaches down and grabs it at the shoelaces for the first out.
Magic Moore 1 for 2. The center fielder 1 for 2 on the day. He's got better connection against left-handed pitchers. Let's get something going here, Magic. Takes the first pitch for a ball. Ball 1. That's fouled off along the third baseline. 1 ball, 1 strike. There's a smash up the middle. Nance Tools makes the catch. Throws to bust him for the out. 2 outs.
Eliza Peck, she's got to do something offensively here. She's 0 for 2 on the day. We picked her up because of her hitting prowess, and she's not doing it. First pitch in there for corner, strike. Second pitch is high, and she pops it up, and that's going to end this side, Pete. Windy Wheels dragging it into the third.
Why? All right, Pepe Vinicio 0 for 2 with 2 strikeouts. Slip Sauter 0 for 2 with a strikeout. And Rusty Bustum 0 for 2 with a walk. Ortiz has thrown 82 pitches, got 7 strikeouts, 1 walk, and given up 3 hits. Moonstars holding on 1-0.
Pepe Vinicio, an RBI man, 0 for 2 on the day.
Yes, sir. He's tense and fit, hitting .217 on the season. Got 6 RBIs. No home runs, though.
Yeah.
Top of the 8th.
Let's see here.
Now pitching, Dusty.
And Beavis Ortiz is going to have a seat, and coming in is Dusty Winder. Winder with a 4.35 ERA, a 1.35 whip, and 24 strikeouts. He's feeling neutral and fit. He's got about he's got about average velocity, a little bit less than average junk and accuracy. Throws a four-seam fastball, a curveball, and a changeup. We got a little bit of pressure in the situation. Winder throws the first pitch, and Franco makes the throw to Winder, who's covering for the first out. 1 out, Slip Sauter, the starting pitcher, steps in. He's 0 for 2 on the day, hitting .455 on the season, Tommy, with an RBI.
He's not doing it today, though.
He is locked in today, though, Tommy. He's locked in and fit. Takes the first pitch for a called ball. Ball 1. That one's back to Winder, who picks it up, makes the throw to Franco for the second out. Winder bobbled it a little bit, had to chase it down, was able to make the throw and get Sauter at first. So Rusty Bustum steps in, the first baseman. He's tense and fit. Takes the first pitch from Winder for called strike. Strike 1. He's hitting .253 on the season. That one he fouls off along the first base line. Oh, no balls, 2 strikes. Bustum in the hole. Bustum's got 1 home run this season. Swings and misses. And goes down on strikes. Bottom of the 8th. And the Beewolves are running out of time here. Dusty Winder, Hanley Dexteras, and Buster Biggs going to come up for the Beewolves. Sauter's at 73 pitches with 5 strikeouts and giving up 4 hits.
There's no excuse for Dexteras and Biggs. They're going 0 for 3 on the day.
Rusty Bustum getting pulled for Elijah Gobbleson. Gobbleson is neutral and fit. He does not have a lot of speed. His fielding is less than average and not very good this season for him. And he's got a very strong arm. He's got better connection versus right-handed pitchers. That one's popped up along the first base line, and they're giving way to Clubber Buff, who makes the catch for the first out.
Well, and the Dexteras 0 for 3. Hoping to turn things around here. Let's get some production from Handler. First pitch is low, ball 1. Good eye, Mr. Dexteras. Stars, shortstop, hits that one. Oh, just past second base, the shortstop, so it's good. He's not going 0 for 4. The crowd likes Mr. Dexteras at first base, where he belongs, Pete.
Yes, sir. Buster Biggs steps in. He's 0 for 3. Locked in. Playing left field for the Beewolves. First pitch is high. Ball 1. 1-0. That's a shot into right field. Everybody's going to be safe. We got runners at first and second with 1 out. And the pressure builds on Sauter.
It is a high-pressure situation. Laura Franco kind of 1 for 3 with a single here, and they're threatening Pete. Hopefully they make the conversion here. They got fast runners at first and second. She hits that one down the line, foul, and no one's going to get there in time. 0-1 the count to Ms. Franco. Throwing his 80th pitch, slips out. Outside, she flubs it over to, the first baseman grabs it and almost turns the double play.
Come on, Ruby Green. 1 for 3 on the day with a single. She's hitting .314 on the season with 2 home runs and 3 RBIs. All we need is a base hit, and we get a tie this game up. That first pitch is in there for a called strike. No balls, 1 strike. And 2 outs. That's inside. 1-1. Sauter's up to 82 pitches. Just tried to pick off Dexteras at second base, but he's in there safe. Oh, and that's right to Gobbleson, who makes the catch. Jeez, Pete. Many times we've been threatening. Coming up in the top of the 9th, Nance Tools 1 for 3, Clubberbuff 0 for 3, and Herbert Hackman 1 for 3. Winder threw 6 pitches in his brief time and's got 1 strikeout.
The shortstop, Nance Tools.
Yeah, this is looking a little too familiar here. They're putting a lot up there, but they can't quite convert. 1 for 3 with a single is Ms. Tools, a power hitter. And Winder winds up, throws it inside. She breaks her bat. That's going to be foul. Franco picks it up anyway. She gets a new piece of wood. Standing in the right-hand box, looking at a power swing. Second pitch, doesn't chase it outside. Ball 1. 1-1 to count. Inside corner, strike 2. He's ahead of her, Winder, as he spits whatever was in his mouth there. Wipes it, winds up, delivers. She hits that one. Franco dives, cannot pick it up. It's going to go to right field for a clean single. Runner at first with no outs in the top of the 9th.
Now batting, the catcher, Clubber Buff.
Clubber Buff mostly power, but he's 0 for 3 on the day. He got a stealer with some speed at first base. Winder throws inside corner. That's deep to Biggs, left field. Back at the wall, off the wall. He catches it out. She's got to come back to first. I thought he was going to miss that, Pete. Good grab by Buster Biggs in left field.
I thought that was gone.
Yeah, me too.
The way that came off the bat, I thought that was gone.
Herbert, he likes it inside. The pressure is high here at the top of the ninth. First pitch swing, hit to Torrens, who cannot grab it. Moore picks it up, and he's going to throw to third. And they got runners at first and second with just one out. And the Moonstars are putting the pressure on. It's a high-pressure situation. Gustafsson comes up. He's 1 for 3 with a double. And Winder's getting ready to throw his 13th pitch. Plays at third base. Swing and a miss on the inside corner. He was going for the fence on that one. 0-1 the count with one out. He's hoping to get out of a tough situation. It's Dusty Winder here today. Gets that slider in there. The curveball in there. 1-2. Swing and a miss, strike 3. A good timing to get another strike out and puts him away, Pete. And here comes Windy Wheels, who's been killing us in the field. He's 0 for 3 though at the plate. So hopefully Winder could make quick work of Mr. Wheels. Gets that one back to the mound. Torrens can't quite get him. They're not going to get anybody. The bases are low. Boy, it took her forever to pick that ball up. As she was standing right there by second, they got nobody with one out. The bases are loaded. Lackey Luster comes to the plate looking tense. Misses inside for that first one. Play at any base. That one's low. Ball 2. 2-0 the count. And Winder's a little bit wild here to start off. So Moonstar finished 3-0, Pete. He's in danger of walking in a run. He's going to have to put this one right down the middle. Chick swing, 4-pitch walk, and he walks in that second run. It is now 2-0 Moonstars. And Pepe Vinicio comes up 0 for 3 on the day. And known as an RBI man with 2 outs in the top of the ninth. Winder has to get out of the situation. Now it looks like they're motioning to the bullpen. They gave Winder a chance, and they didn't like what they saw. And it looks like they're going to go with Tats Balfour, the second relief pitcher of the day. He's got a 4-finger, a slider, and a curveball. And Mr. Balfour is going to hope to wind things up here in the top of the ninth for the Beewolves, who are in a desperate situation, down 2-0. Swing, and that one's going to go right to Green. She's going to throw it to first base to get that third out.
All right, they pick up another one. Moonstars, 2 runs on 6 hits and an error. Beewolves, no runs on 6 hits. Billy LeBoink, 1 for 3. Gina Torrens, 0 for 3 with a strikeout. And Magic Moore, 1 for 3. Sodders up to 83 pitches with 5 strikeouts. And he's given up 6 hits. LeBoink, the right fielder, is 1 for 3 with a single. And 365 on the season.
Likes his pitches on the top half. That one's up there for a strike. 0-1 the count to Mr. LeBoink. Second one's in there for a strike 2. He's quickly behind 0-2. He's got an arcing pitch. That one just misses ball. 1-2 the count. High. Ooh, he pops that one up. It's going to be an easy catch for Souter, who ranges over to get it. 1 down, 2 to go.
Gina Torrens is tense. She's 0 for 3 on the day, hitting 276. No home runs, 2 RBIs. 1 out in the bottom of the ninth. There's a shot down the first base line. Gobbleson makes the catch and flips it to Souter for the second out. 2 outs.
1 away from losing this thing here, but Magic Moore's up 1 for 3 on the day with a single. He's still got good contact against Souter, who's throwing the whole game so far. Delivers his first pitch in there for a strike. Second pitch outside corner, ball 1. 1 apiece, bottom of the ninth, and we're in a tough spot. Swing, and he hits that one hard, but diving his tools to get it, throws to first, misses it. Oh, yeah, he gets in there, Pete, and the tying run is at the plate.
Come on, Peck. Eliza Peck 0 for 3, hitting 200.
There's the throw going for second. Drops it. He's in there.
He's in there with a stolen base.
Oh.
Swing and a miss. Strike 2. No balls, 2 strikes to Peck. With 2 outs, there's a shot. Oh, and Nance Tools is able to flash into leather. Makes the catch, and the Beewolves lose again to the Moonstars. God, Slip Souter's got to be the greatest pitcher ever. God, that sucks.
Well, the Beewolves out-hit him 7-6.
Again.
The Moonstars were able to convert, and the Beewolves stranded runners at the plate, or runners on the bags more than once.
Yeah.
That was the difference.
Yeah, Moonstars 2 runs off 6 hits with an error, and the Beewolves no runs off 7 hits.
Yep.
I think we had 9 the first time we played them, and we literally have had 16 hits and no runs against the Moonstars.
Well, I think the 2 expected people got us there. It looks like Nance Tools and Hackman. They both went 2 for 4. The RBIs, though, Gustafsson was 1 for 4, and Luster was 0 for 3, but he got an RBI anyway.
Yeah, Tools gets 2 hits. Hackman gets 2 hits. That's the majority of your hits is those two players. Gustafson and Wheels both had a hit.
For us, Torrens and Peck both go 0 for 4. That was ugly.
Yeah, but everybody else got a hit. I mean, they only had 4 people hit. We had at least had 2, 4, 6 people hitting. I don't know. Drives me nuts when that happens.
Slip Souter gets the win. Again, plays the complete game. Throws 9 innings. Gets 7 hits off him. 5 strikeouts of his own, which is pretty impressive. He's got a 1.70 ERA, Pete. He's now 4-1 on the season.
Yeah, and 2 of those wins are against us.
Yeah.
And I thought for sure that once we got him to 70 pitches, because the first game he literally just skated. You know, I mean, he didn't throw a lot of pitches.
Yeah.
Once he got to 70, I thought for sure we'd start to find some chinks in the armor, and just didn't happen. Over there for the Beewolves, Ortiz went 7 innings. He gave up 3 hits and 1 earned run. Again, Ortiz against the Moonstars. I think he's only given up 6 hits and 2 earned runs, but yet he's 0-2.
Yeah,
He gave up a walk. He got 7 strikeouts. Brought his ERA down to 3.5, and again his record goes to 1-3. Winder came in and did 1 2/3. Gave up 3 hits, 1 earned, 1 walk, and 2 strikeouts. And again, a horrible walk. Just a horrible walk.
Yeah.
Got bases loaded. You cannot walk a player.
4 pitch walk too. He never threw a strike.
Yeah. No. Yeah. And again, I question some of those, but ERA goes to 4.43, and his record's 0-1. And then Balfour came in, and he faced 1 batter and really just threw 1 pitch. His ERA is at 5.57. His record's at 3-0-1.
Players of the game, Pete.
Okay, let's see here. First player of the game, as it was in our first meeting with the Moonstars, it's Slip Souter. 9 innings pitched, 7 hits, and 5 strikeouts.
The A+ pitcher. The B+ pitcher, starting pitcher for the Beewolves, makes the second start game. Beavis Ortiz like you said, threw a respectable game. Went 7 innings, got only 3 hits off him, 1 earned run, 1 walk. It's a great performance by Mr. Ortiz.
Yeah, and again, that first meeting, the first 2 stars of that game were Sauter and Ortiz.
Yeah.
The third star is the B- Gustafson from left field. He was 1 for 4 with a double. And an RBI. He got the first, he got the hit that scored the first run, which was basically the winning run. The Beewolves just couldn't get anybody across the plate, Tom. And a contribution, Tommy G, 4 hits, 1 stolen base, and 4 strikeouts for 49%. I got 3 hits, 2 great catches, stolen base, and 5 strikeouts for 51%.
Very nice.
We're right there.
Well, post-game show, Pete, we are now officially at the halfway mark of the season. Be sure to tune in to the Twitch channel there, the Tommy Naperville, to catch our halfway mark. See what we do in the off season. I don't know if we're doing much. Look at our opportunities, but right now, as it stands after this game, looking down at the season standings. 8-14 at the halfway mark. 3 games back out of first place. It's not where we want to be at the bottom, tied at the bottom, but it's not insurmountable.
No, 3 games back with 22 games left to play. Yeah, that's not.
When the top team in our division is playing 500 ball. The only caveat to that is we have to pretty much take the division to make the playoffs in this division.
Right, yeah, we're not going to.
The wild card is going to be.
We're in last place for the wild card, too.
Yeah. So
it's us and the Water Bullets, and we're 5 games out. 5 games out of the wild card. So, yeah, like Tommy says, if we don't take the division, we're not getting in the playoffs.
Well, we'll start to keep a closer eye on the second half of the season at that wild card races. as we start coming down the second half of that slope. But
yeah, and I mean the first thing that we have to do is we got to win. We had 2 big games, these last 2, and we lost them both. So we should have beat the Sirloins, and it was close, and we could take some solace in that, but we lost, and that was a game. That was a game that moves us up in the standings, that gets us closer to our goal. Same thing with the Moonstars, and again, the Moonstars have great pitching, but they don't have great offense. We should have been able to score more than 2 runs. Yeah,
we should have.
Same thing with the Sirloins. I mean, they beat us 2-1. We should have been able to score more than 2 runs. You know,
right.
The last 2 games we're averaging a half run a game. That's not good. That's not good.
Yeah.
And it doesn't get easier from here because we got the Jacks. We're back on the road. We got our suitcases packed. We're going to the Jacks, who are a pretty good team. They got that, and then the Gold Coats, which is here, but no, that's the Sandcats are here. Yeah. So we got the Jacks, the Gold Coats, and the Sandcats, and like I say, those are not slump teams at all. Those are tough teams.
Yeah. We had on the road to play Houston but before that, the Platypi are going to come in town to play the Jacks. I don't know if we'll get a chance to catch that one or not, but probably not with the time that we have. But yeah, we'll be heading out of here to Houston again to play the top team in the league. No pressure there. Hopefully, we start off the second half of the season with a good pop, Pete.
Platypi just signed Carlos Felix.
Oh. I didn't see any of that.
Yeah.
Where's the player to? Oh yeah.
An E+. What is an E+?
Chance Lauderberg. Overall, yeah. Huh.
I've never seen an E+ before. Elderly? Maybe he's elderly.
No. E.
And then Buster Biggs is
it E?
Dropped 3 on it.
A, B, C, D, E, right?
Yeah.
It's just below D. He's just he's not that accurate. Is he a starting pitcher, relief pitcher? He can't throw the ball hardly far at all.
Oh my gosh!
No, they must have. You know what? They must have just been. They were trying to get rid of some salary cap. Look, wait a second. No, they got Carlos Felix. I'm sorry.
Yeah. So he's got a 0 velocity. Chance Lauderberg. The E+ starting reliever. He's got a 0 velocity, 7 junk, and 32 accuracy.
Okay, so they dropped the 38-year-old.
Yeah.
And they picked the specialist, and they picked the 37-year-old K-man. Okay, so they got $900,000 back, and then they spent $11.4 million to get the K-man. Yeah, that was a big bump up for the Platypi. I wonder if he'll see the mound against. Well, just to see, you want to. We'll simulate the first couple games. What?
I hit the wrong button and now I'm out.
Oh, that's all right.
Can you invite me again?
Well, we can call it. We can call it there for the night. But
okay.
So until we see you in Houston, this is Tommy G.
And this is Pete J. And we're saying keep your head up, but get out of here.